Featured artist Tai Lin. Tai, thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Today?
I'm good. Yeah.
That's great. So I have always loved your art since I met you years ago at the Naked and New Hope show.
Okay.
And where they showed, I believe, some of your oil pastel work of
Soft pastels, actually.
soft pastels
Yeah.
of male nudes.
Uh-huh.
So I thought I would talk to you a little bit about your art career and start with, what made you decide to get into art and doing that as a career?
Well, I always liked to draw when I was little, and I don't play sports. I don't.
Right.
So I spent a lot of time just like doodling on the textbooks and all kinds of stuff. So I'm not really physically active that way. So I just, I think a lot of kids, when they first started, they're always like that. So
Right. They find their groove, whether it's sports or art or acting.
yeah, and they just like, it's just their way to express themselves most of the time, I guess.
Sure.
So.
So how long? When did you start drawing? In your teens?
No,
or
it
six?
was
Or?
about 4.5.
Yeah, me too.
I know.
I also liked, some of my art's more sculpture. I like to build a lot then.
That's right. Yeah, and I figured that, I didn't want to be the president. I didn't want to be the astronaut. So.
So Tai, are you classically trained? Did you go to college for art?
I studied at National Academy of what's that full name? National Academy School of Fine Arts in New York. But they closed the school now. So not because COVID, because financial problem. It was a very good school, and my teachers, they're all very classical type of painters. So that's what I like. I also went to Art Students League.
Art Students League.
Yeah.
I noticed your current work seems to be using white on black. So soft white pastels on a black background.
Yeah, actually a lot of them, they are grays. It's just different grays, different type of grays, and very little white.
Oh.
Very little white. No, it's okay. A lot of people did spell the same, so which is cool.
That's cool. That's great. It's like a little secret.
Yeah, it's not as white as you thought it was.
No,
But
it's great.
yeah, if you want to use only white, actually very difficult to reach that so many different values. So,
Right.
And at first I want to try the black paper because I really like black and white photography.
Right.
And so I try to kind of want to use my skill, to kind of reproduce black and white photo in a way. So.
Are there any photographers, like specific photographers, that you're drawn to?
There are a few actually. Like Herb Ritz, like a few fashion photographers.
Sure.
And also quite a few I can't really name. Joel Peter Whitkins.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, his images are pretty dark, and very dark. So there are quite a few, and also, there are a few of them. So I've been looking at those like magazines and like
so a lot of fashion magazines.
Fashion magazines, yeah, People magazines and that kind of stuff.
So I noticed when I was looking into your background.
Oh, okay.
You did a previous interview with, I believe it's a magazine called Out New Jersey.
Yeah.
And they described your artwork as homoerotic. And would you agree with that label, or what?
Some pieces maybe, because of the naked man there. So, whatever they want to think that is, doesn't bother me as much.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's great. I mean, I guess I'm known for that reason within that community, you know, because I have a lot of friends and artists that also, you know, go to the same workshops, we show in the same places. So, you know, I mean, at some point you have to do what you like, and I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just think when I look at your art that it goes well beyond, you know, the description of homoerotic.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing, I mean, most of the art of yours that I've seen is of the male body, but to me that doesn't, and just because the male body is nude doesn't necessarily mean that there's some sort of eroticism connected to it. Because I think that, you know, as a cis female, I can find the human body, whether it's male or female,
Sure.
you know, beautiful.
Yeah.
Just the curves and crevices and everything without it having a sexual connotation. So I actually think that your work shouldn't be narrowly defined. Like I think that what you said, you know, it does appeal to the gay population because, you know, it is.
And straight women. Straight women.
Straight women and gay men, right? But I think it goes beyond that. I mean, you know, the human form is beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's I want to see something a little more like emotionally I can attach to it. You know, if it's just erotic stuff, it doesn't really make me want to spend hours of doing that. You know, so I think my work is always a little bit there, but not there. You know, a little mysterious. Let's put it that way.
I would agree.
So, I mean, for me, you know, if you have to spend a couple of hours just working on one piece of just being erotic, to me, it's not quite enough.
No, it's too surface. I think that what I read before was that you like to really get to know your models first, and you're not. I also read that you aren't specifically looking for a well-toned body. You want.
No.
You know, are you interested in drawing all different body shapes?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it depends on how you look at them and how you find the right angle. And I mean, since my work, I want to be a little bit more emotional kind of thing. So a lot of time it's not just the body, you know, it's the mood that you created in your work. So, you know, it can be a lot of times actually from the person's experience, and it really trigger your own experience and connect somehow, you know, in a strange way. But so that's why getting to know the person is very interesting that way. So,
yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, and in particularly like people who have been through a lot or who are more mature, I'm more connected that way, you know, because younger guys, younger girls may be beautiful to look at, but at the same time, again, you have to work on one piece for so many hours, you know, maybe not enough to trigger you, you know, otherwise you just draw Kim Kardashian, you know, I don't care.
So, you know, it's maybe the age adds a dimension because they've been through more.
Yeah, because for me, like making art is kind of like writing a diary, you know, like people who enjoy writing, you know, writing is their way of getting their feelings out. And for me, drawing is my way of getting my feelings out.
Right.
So that's why.
I think many artists would agree with that statement.
Thank you.
my best portraits, self-portraits, are when I'm really feeling something intensely.
Yeah.
So I have a really angry self-portrait.
Yeah.
Really sad.
Yeah, and when you don't feel like you have the need to show it or to sell it, it's more honest, and actually it's more powerful that way, you know.
I would agree.
You
definitely.
know, so, and people somehow they connect to that. You don't even know why and how, it just do.
I think that pure emotion is something that we all feel, you know, as humans. So
Yeah.
I think that, you know, that's why.
Yeah. So if you're trying to sell your work, you try to do something you think people would like. Usually, that's not the best work.
Right.
For that reason.
Right, because you're focusing on the wrong things. Because really, if you focus on what you're passionate about and what's driving you, I think that probably the people who connect with it are going to want to buy your work so that you don't have to focus on what will people like.
Yeah, because you're not a factory,
Right.
You're not like mass produced, like Walmart. You don't know what people want, really.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah. So that's what it is. I think in a way you have to be really honest about what you're doing, but at the same time it's difficult because it can make you really down at the same time because it can remind you a lot of sad things that happened, things that have been difficult, and it's hard to tell people what really happened. So so that makes art becomes your way out.
That's right.
But also you kind of save you from doing that, helping you to get the feelings out. Like during this pandemic, I was doing quite a few like those like angel drawings, and it was like really because even though I'm not a Catholic or whatever,
Right.
but it just give you some sort of like peace. And I didn't feel like doing any kind of nudes.
Right.
I didn't feel like I could do that.
Just couldn't do it.
No, I didn't feel like I had the urge or I feel any sort of connection at this moment. I wanted something like can comfort me.
Right, a little more introspective in terms of your spirituality within.
Yeah.
Even if it's not defined as Catholic or Christian or whatever.
Yeah. So so during this couple the past few months, my focus kind of shift a little bit, but it's fine. It's just.
Well, I look forward to seeing that work.
Yeah, because I know quite a few artists. They couldn't do what I used to do.
Right.
They're doing a lot of portraits or figures, but they didn't feel like they could do that.
Yeah, I agree. During this pandemic, I also I really just didn't feel like doing anything.
Yeah. I mean,
I think other than Netflix and chill.
Yeah, exactly. Like people feel like, now what? Galleries are closing. You can't go anywhere, and the only thing open is alcohol and grocery stores, and then what? Who needs art? And so it kind of bring you down quite a bit that way. But I guess we continue like what you're doing now, which is great.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
We have to keep doing what we do.
Yeah, it's like, damn, 6 months. I could have opened it a long time ago.
Here we are.
Yeah, so congratulations. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is probably a good note to end on. So I just want to thank you so much for coming.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank you so much, Tai.
Yeah.